2024 was full of incredible moments in football and we saw a lot of great matches overall. But here I am to give you the top 10 matches of the year, and this is my list. You know, if you have a better match, if there's a match you enjoyed a lot more, you can let me know in the comments below. But these are my 10 favorite matches so far this year. This is in terms of entertainment, in terms of moments, in terms of tactics, and just in terms of goals, beautiful goals. So yeah, if you enjoy these type of videos, like, subscribe for more, and more 2024 lists are gonna come out, so subscribe if you want more of that. But let's just get right into it, and my number 10 is Man United vs Wolves 4-3. This game, although you might say, hey, this is just a normal Premier League game, to me this game was very entertaining overall. This was a Man United team that needed a win, and this was overall a very back and forth game. I mean, Man United dominated the first 22 minutes. They were 2-0 up with Marcus Rashford and Rasmus Højlund scoring, but then Wolves were really responding. In the second half, Wolves had a different energy about them. Sarabia got a goal back, making it 2-1 via a penalty. But then Man United made it 3-1 thanks to a McTominay header. Then Wolves strike back again thanks to a goal from Kilman. And then this is where the game gets heated for me. Then in the 91st minute, Pedro Neto scored his second goal, making the game 3-3, and at that point you're thinking the game's done, it's over, both teams leave with a point. But in the 97th minute, Kobe Mainu scored an absolute banger, man, absolute banger, and that's one of the moments where he was like, hey, I'm here, I'm gonna be the next star for Man United. So overall, this match was just very dramatic and action-packed, I would say. In ninth place, it's a game that just happened a week ago. It's Tottenham versus Liverpool, 3-6. If you watch Tottenham, you know how entertaining this team is, even though they're losing a lot right now. But if you watch them, you know how entertaining their team is, and that makes it very entertaining overall when Tottenham face a team like Liverpool, which is, it's just a back and forth fest. The only problem for Tottenham is, though, their defense at this very moment is horrible. So this game was 6-3, huge scoring match, and this game overall could have ended a long time ago. I mean, Liverpool were up 3-1 at halftime, but Tottenham kept fighting back and eventually closed the gap to 5-3. But as I said, they were firing back, they were trying to attack back, and their near comeback kind of created tension, but obviously Liverpool sealed the deal with the 6th goal. So yeah, I thought the second half was a huge part of why I'm putting this game at 9th. It was just so entertaining, and you don't really see a scoreline like that often, like 6-3. It's really hard to see scorelines like that nowadays. And overall, we just saw great performances. I mean, Mohamed Salah with 2 goals and 2 assists. Luis Diaz, I like the tactical battle, I like the back and forth. This is why this game is at 9th. Number 8 on my list is Inter versus Juventus, a 4-4 draw. This is from this season as well, and this was a match with end-to-end action. I thought both sides were, I mean, very impressive. We all know Inter is one of the best teams in the world, and Juventus so far are unbeaten in Serie A, so you just knew this game is going to be a banger, and that's what it was. But the thing is, I didn't expect a 4-4 result. That was just something I didn't expect, especially from a team like Inter, they're great attacking, but they really hang their hats on being a great defensive team. But this game, I mean, you can see the 4 goals. I mean, just in the first half, it was 3-2 advantage to Inter. Off that alone, you know this game was good. But for me, this game had moments as well. I mean, Inter went up 4-2 thanks to Dumfries, but then Juventus made a huge substitution in Kenan Yildiz. We all know how good this guy has been this season, but this was one of the marquee moments which I would say it gave Yildiz confidence to keep that form up, and it was this game. He came on as a substitute and completely changed his game. In the 71st minute, he scored his first goal and also made it 4-3 to Inter. But then in the 84th minute, he completed his brace and scored again to make it 4-4 for Juventus, and that's when the game ended. As I said, this match had a big moment in Yildiz, and I'm a sucker for big moments. It just makes the match a lot more memorable, so him coming off the bench and straight away making an impact like that, scoring 2 goals. This is not a match I watched in real time, but I went back to watch it. It was just overall a great game. In 7th place, I have Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid in the second leg of the Champions League semi-final. Maybe I'm a Real fan, and maybe it's some bias, but I genuinely think this match was incredible. Even the first leg, maybe I could have put it here. That match ended 2-2, but this second leg was very drama-packed, I would say. I mean, the 29th minute, Alphonso Davies gives Bayern Munich the lead and makes it 1-0. And Bayern Munich had a 1 foot in the final at that point, and it looked like they were going to do it. It looked like Real Madrid could not come back again like they did all these years ago. It looks like this time it was different. And for almost the whole game, Bayern Munich were defending incredibly and really keeping Real Madrid away from scoring a goal, potentially putting this to extra time, or even winning the game. But in the end day, there's some things you just can't stop, and this was one of those moments. In the last couple of minutes of the game, Vinicius takes a shot that Neuer was saved almost 99% of the time. It was an easy save, to be honest, for a guy like Neuer to make. It was just right to his hands, straight at the goal, but Neuer fluffs it and Joselu taps it in. to make it 1-1. And at that point, I'm sure Bayern's thinking, okay, I guess we're going to extra time. But Real Madrid in the last minute of the game kept piling on pressure, and they weren't done. They were not done with Bayern. And Rudiger puts a cross in, and Joselu finishes, and it's ruled offside by the refs. But then VAR checks it, and it's an onside goal, and Real Madrid, off of a Joselu brace in the last couple of minutes of the game, win the game, and they go to the final. That's why this match was full of dramatic moments, a dramatic comeback overall from Real Madrid. And again, Joselu coming off the bench, making that type of impact. Maybe just I'm a Real Madrid fan, that's how I feel, but this match, to me, makes sense why I'm putting it in 7th place. I thought this game was incredible overall. In my 6th place, I got Dortmund versus Atletico Madrid. 4-2 for Dortmund. Dortmund were down in the first leg, but second leg, they came out of nowhere. And this was a team that everybody thought had no chance of even making the final. When you looked at that quarterfinal bracket, everybody was saying it's either Barcelona or PSG that goes to the final. Well, none of that happened. Dortmund went to the final, and this game showed, the way they were scoring, and the way that their players were stepping up. Fulkrug, he made them big move to West Ham, but it shows why. This game, he scored an incredible header. But also, this game has an interesting storyline in the fact that Sancho and Sabitzer, those two guys were in Man United just a year ago, and these are two players that were kind of rejected in United. But both of them at this point, they made the Champions League final, and this game showed their brilliance. But Sabitzer was just incredible this game, and he was really my man of the match. Dortmund were up in the first half 2-0, so it looked like Dortmund's gonna run away with this match. But Atletico said not too soon, and they made it 2-2. But after that 2-2, everything went downhill, and Dortmund took control over the match again. In the 5th place, I got Spain versus Germany in the Euro quarterfinals, and Spain won that match 2-1. For me, this was basically the Euros finals. I thought if Germany won that game, they would have gone to the final, and I kind of thought the same with Spain. I thought if Spain was gonna win that game, they're going to the final. They were both the best two teams up to that point in the Euros when it came to how they were playing. So this match was exciting, and we all knew it was gonna be banger. And again, the match was very, very dramatic. From the second half on, it was just very entertaining, and Dani Olmo in the 51st minute opened the score for Spain. It looked like Spain was going to get away with this as a 1-0 win, but in the 90th minute, Florian Wirtz equalizes for Germany, and the match was heading to extra time. This game overall was just a great tactical battle, and in extra time, and just like how Germany equalized, making it 1-1, Spain also scored in the last minute as well of extra time this time, and Mikel Merino scores a crucial goal to make it 2-1, and Spain wins the match and makes the semifinals. Both late game heroics from both sides. Yeah, this match was overall very entertaining, and even if those lead heroics didn't happen, just overall the tactics in this match, those two teams were both great tactically so far in the Euros. So you just knew this match was going to be a great tactical battle, but it came with a lot of entertainment as well. So I would have it in 5th place overall. The 4th match on the list is Turkey versus Georgia, 3-1 to Turkey. Now this just might be a match that I'm connected to, because I remember expecting nothing out of this match. I expected nothing going into it. Maybe I thought Turkey's going to win like 3-0, 4-0. Maybe Georgia's just going to win a 1-0 match. But I expect the match to be this entertaining and this back and forth. And Georgia really surprised me, to be honest. And even Turkey. First of all, this match had electric atmosphere and just an electric crowd. We all know how many Turkish people are living in Germany, so you just knew the Turkish people are going to show out in this match. And yeah, to me, this was one of the best crowds in the Euros. And just some of the goals we got this game. You look at the scoreline and you're just saying, oh, it was just a 3-1 match. It's not anything important. But if you watch the match, actually, you would know this match was just incredible. And I would say after this match, Turkey gained the confidence to make that run in the Euros. But yeah, this game, the goals they were scoring. First of all, Merit Mulder, that volley he scored, oh my days. That volley outside the box, top corner, great technique. I was about to fall asleep when I was watching this match, and that volley woke me up to watch the whole match. I'm not even joking. My eyes were about to close because this game was very early for me. It was like 6 a.m. But that volley woke me up for sure. Then Georgia equalized by Georgios Mikadazi, who had a very smart finish, and he made it 1-1. Then the goal of the Euros happened. Arda Güler with an incredible long range strike way outside the box and hits a top corner. That was the best goal of the tournament in my opinion. That was just insane, and me as a Real Madrid fan, I was going crazy because I was like, this guy is going to be insane for us. And everybody went crazy for that goal. If you watch the match, the camera was shaking. Everybody in that stadium went crazy for that goal. So yeah, that was an incredible moment. And second half, Georgia was just trying to attack. They're trying to get, the second goal back, and they were close to doing so as well. But in the 90th minute, while they were trying to get that second goal and equalize the match, Ertuğrul sealed the win with the last minute goal, and the goalie was out of his net for a corner as it was the last attack of the match. But Turkey got the ball and they gave it to Karim, and yeah, he just ran all the way to make it 3-1. So as I said, all these goals that were scored were very unique and all had just, each of the goal had its own great moment. So as I said, this match had great end-to-end action. It was just very entertaining. So this is why for me this is the 4th best match of the year. It could even be 3rd. I mean, I was debating on putting it top 3, but overall I'm gonna put it 4th because it was just a group stage Euro match. It didn't have crazy significance, but it's a match that I enjoyed a lot. The 3rd best match of the year for me was Real Madrid versus Barcelona in El Clasico. 3-2 Real Madrid win with Bellingham scoring in the last minute of the game. Everybody knew at that point Real Madrid was gonna win the league, but this match still holds a lot of significance as it's El Clasico. It means a lot for each city, and we've seen over the years Barcelona can be very dangerous in the Santiago Bernabeu. I mean, we just saw this year. They smoked Real Madrid 4-0, but this match was different. I mean, Barcelona took the lead in the 6th minute still, thanks to Andres Christensen. Vinicius Jr. equalized to make it 1-1 in the 18th minute, and then the 69th minute, Fermin Lopez makes it 2-1, and Lucas Vazquez equalizes again, making it 2-2. And then for me, an incredible moment, Bellingham makes it 3-2 in the last second of the match with a great left foot finish. I will say the tempo of this match was just very fast, very intense. Both sides were just pushing forward, trying to create chances, trying to score. And with a lot of Clásicos, it kind of starts off slow, but this one had straight away action. Straight away, it started off with a Christensen goal, which forced Real Madrid to attack, try to score a goal. So that added another element to why I'm putting it at this high. But also, they were just controversial moments overall. We all remember that goal line technology controversy because everybody thought the ball went in on that Barcelona attack, but they didn't have no goal line technology in La Liga. So all the Barca fans were complaining, but that adds another element to the game, you know, controversy. In 2nd place on my list, it is Manchester United versus Liverpool in the FA Cup quarterfinal. This is basically the match that led Man United to win the FA Cup, to be honest. I mean, that comeback and that last minute goal by Emma Diallo, wow, that was insane. I mean, all these matches that I have were very end-to-end, but this one I would say was the most end-to-end match, that's for sure. It had multiple lead changes. I mean, Liverpool took the lead first with McAllister scoring, then Man United equalized, then Liverpool scored again with Mohamed Salah, then United equalized again through Antony, and then Liverpool retook the lead with Harvey Elliott's strike, and then finally Man United scored with Marcus Rashford to make it 3-3, and at that point the match went to extra time. But as I said, the moment that it peaked at its highest was that 121st minute winner from Amad Diallo. A crazy run and a crazy finish. As well, the fact that this is a derby. Both these teams hate each other. Both of their fans hate each other, so you already know the result of this match was going to be huge on the internet and everybody's going to talk about it, especially Man United fans, because until this day Man United fans won't let this game go. And my favorite match of the year was Man City versus Real Madrid, 3-3. The first leg of the quarterfinals. To me, Man City versus Real Madrid is basically like a derby in European football. I mean, at this point, it has been every match that they have is just so entertaining, and this one, even the second leg, maybe it wasn't as entertaining as the first leg, but the moments that it had were great. I mean, especially the penalty shootout. But talking about the first leg, again, a very back and forth game, and it starts very fast paced straight away with Bernardo Silva scoring in the 2nd minute with a very tricky free kick. Nobody saw that coming. Lunin did not see that coming, and they get the first goal, but it only takes Real Madrid 10 minutes to reply as Camavinga hits a shot and it deflects off Ruben Diaz. Kind of a lucky goal, but in the end day, you take those. And at that point, it was 1-1. Then just 2 minutes after, Rodrigo makes an insane run after a great Vinicius Jr. pass. And then he finishes very smartly to make it 2-1 for Real Madrid. And the first half ends 2-1. When the second half began, Man City just played a lot better in that second half, and you can just sense a goal was coming. And Phil Foden in the 66th minute with incredible goal, just a banger, top corner, makes it 2-2, and then Vardiol tries to top Foden's goal with a great shot of his own on his right foot, curler into the right corner, and yeah, I mean, that's unsavable, and I don't think Real Madrid players really expected him to go for that shot and to score like that, but he has that in his locker. And then in the 79th minute, Federico Valverde responds with a banger of his own. A cross comes to him and he straight up volleys it into the bottom corner. This guy does not have one bad goal in his locker. All of his goals are bangers. And the match ends 3-3, and everybody's wondering what's gonna happen in the second leg. And this game overall, as I said, this was my favorite game of the year. But yeah, as I said, these are my 10 best games of the year, and this is my list. So let me know in the comments below what your list would be and what are some of the games that I missed and what were some of your favorite games of the year. But yeah, overall 2024 gave us a lot of great moments in football. So, hey, if you want to be on the journey on 2025 with me on this YouTube channel, subscribe, like. Hope you guys had a good day, and hopefully you guys have a great rest of the 2024 year, and peace out.